Hello friends, today we are going to learn the remaining part of 3 questions which is written by well-known Russian novelist, moral philosopher. Philosopher's name is Count Leo Tolstoy. Already we know that our king, the major character wanted, or he was trying to seek the answer of the 3 questions, and so that's why a king went to the hermit. Here the hermit was digging the bed, digging the ground in front of his hut. When the king reached towards our hermit and he told the 3 questions, and he said that why he came there, everything he told to that our hermit, but from that the hermit there was no any reply. Maybe he thought, our king thought that maybe he was tired, so that's why he did not give its answer, 3 questions answer. He felt that he understood himself. After that, here he was he demanded his spade, and he was also digging, our king was also digging the ground instead of our hermit. Again he repeated the 3 questions. Again he did not reply. And suddenly what happened, one man, that is a bearded man was running towards hermit and king. They saw to that the bearded man who was pressing in his stomach with the help of his hands, and from that the stomach there was a large wound. He was totally injured. The bearded man was wounded by someone. Already we have learned that who was someone here, that is a bodyguard of our king. Bodyguard of our king wounded to that the bearded man. Why? Because the bodyguard knew that he was his enemy, king's enemy, and so that's why he wounded to that our bearded man. When he introduced himself, who he was, when the bearded man introduced himself, who he was, at that time he understood everything. Our king understood everything. Here, as a part of humanity, our king redressed to that the wound, or he gave a good treatment to that the bearded man. Bearded man was also very happy because of his treatment, good treatment. According to him, he was his enemy, king was his enemy. Why? Because already we know that once upon time king killed his brother, bearded man's brother, and he seized his property, and from those days he became an enemy. Our king became an enemy, and from those days he was searching. Bearded man was searching to kill him, and now he was also on that the way. Bearded man was also on that the way. He was in a hiding place. Our king did not return as quick as, why? Because the hermit did not give its answer. Suppose the hermit gave an answer of that the 3 questions, suddenly what happened? King returned. But on the other side, he was waiting. Bearded man was waiting for that the king and suddenly maybe he killed to that the king. But what happened? He did not give it answer. Hermit did not give answer, and so that's why he did not return. And he was bored there. Who? The bearded man was bored in his hiding place. And when he came out from that hiding place, the bodyguard was there, and bodyguard noticed that he was his enemy, and he injured. Bodyguard injured to that the bearded man seriously, and now here everything he told. Our bearded man told to that the king. King saved his life, and so that's why now he became humble. He became humble, and he said that why he came or everything he said to that the king. And afterwards he understood himself. He saved his life, and then after that he decided, or he told to our king, he wanted to become a faithful servant of our king. And now we'll see the next remaining part of this lesson. Lesson's name is that 3 question, which is written by Count Leo Tolstoy. The king was very happy to have made the peace with his enemy so easily, and to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him, but also he promised to give back the man his property. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked around for the hermit. The king went up to the hermit and said, "For the last time, I beg to answer my questions, wise man." "You have already been answered," said the hermit. "You have been already answered," said the hermit. How have I been answered? What do you mean? Such is the reply which is given by the king to hermit. Now the king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily. Now here one enemy became a friend, and so that's why our king was very happy. He saved his life. He was very happy to have made peace with the enemy so easily, in a simple manner. He became faithful servant. He became a friend. Enemy became a friend, and so that's why he was very happy. Our king was very happy, and to have won him as a friend, and now he became a friend forever. Now one enemy became a friend forever. This bearded man became a friend to the king, and so that's why he was very happy. Our king was very happy. He not only forgave him, but also he promised to give back the man his property. He not only forgave to the man, but also he gave, or he promised. Our king promised to the bearded man to give his entire property back. Already we know that once upon a time he killed his brother, bearded man's brother, and he seized the property. And now he decided, or king promised to give back his entire property to the bearded man. And so that's why. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked around for hermit. The king went up to the hermit and said, "For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. You give my answer of the 3 questions. And so that's why I came to you. I came to you here." Leaving the wounded man, and the wounded man, wounded bearded man, wounded man. The king went out of the hut and looked around for the hermit. He was searching for that hermit, where he was. And then the king went up to the hermit, and at last he went towards the hermit, and he said, who said? That is the king said to the hermit, "For the last time I beg you." बेग म्हणजे भीक मागणे. आता ॲक्च्युली भीक मागणे नाही, तर प्रश्नाचे उत्तर तो घेण्यासाठी तो इथं आलेला आहे. I beg you to answer my questions. The question, that is the 3 questions. And so why he came there? He needed or he wanted the 3 questions, answer. And so that's why he came towards that. The wise man, who was a wise man? That is a hermit was a wise man. And so that's why he came here. Yes. What was the reply of hermit? What was the reply of the hermit? He said that you have been already answered. You have been already answered. Already I have given answer of the 3 questions. Already we have studied from 1 to 7 paragraph. Directly we can't get its answer. He has given, hermit has given, we can't get. But the one side here, as a reader, we know that. But the here hermit said that, yes, already I have given the answer. I have given answer of that, all questions, 3 questions. Now he was a surprise. Who? Our king was a surprise. He could not understand what he said. He could not understand what he said. Already he said that he had given the answer of that 3 questions. Now he was a surprise, he was puzzled, he was confused. When he had given the answer of the 3 questions. How I have been answered? What do you mean? तुम्ही केव्हा उत्तर दिला? मला तरी माहीतच नाही. असा आपला राजा त्या हर्मिटला म्हणतो की तुम्ही आम्हाला उत्तरच दिलेले नाहीत. पण हर्मिट म्हणतो मी ऑलरेडी तुम्हाला उत्तर दिलेले आहेत. अशा पद्धतीचं वक्तव्य होतं आणि त्या वक्तव्याला या किंगचं असं उत्तर होतं, मला उत्तर मिळालेली नाही. ही टोल्ड दॅट किंग, दॅट इज टोल्ड दॅट. डू यू नॉट सी, रिप्लाइड द हर्मिट, if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. You would have gone away. Then that the man would have attacked you. So the most important time was when you are digging the bed, and I was the most important man, and to do me good was the most important business. Later when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him, because if you had not addressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. Do you not see? तुम्ही पाहिलं नाही का? मी तुम्हाला उत्तर दिलेलं आहे. Do you not see? Replied the hermit. If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Yes, means here already we know that he worked there. He had taken spade from the hermit and he was working there in front of that is a hut. And suppose the year he said that hermit said to the king, if you had not pitied, pity means to show the mercy. To show the mercy means that is the daya dakavne. To show that you have pitied my weakness yesterday, and now here he was working instead of that is the hermit. Why? Because maybe he was tired. He thought himself, king thought himself like that, thought himself that the year he was tired, hermit was tired, and so here. If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these bed for me, आणि काल माझा तो weakness किंवा मी म्हणजे कंटाळलेलो आहे हे पाहून जर तुम्ही ते 2 बेड्स डग केला नसता किंवा खणला नसता, you would have gone away. आणि तिथून समजा तुम्ही काय केलं असता, निघून गेला असता, तर कदाचित कोणी मारला असतं, तर नक्कीच तुम्हाला त्या bearded man मारलं असतं. If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. You would have gone away. So the most important yes, then that the man would have attacked you. Yes, he said that. Then that man means who was here? That is a bearded man. Suppose he had given the answer of the 3 questions quickly, Yes, definitely he would return. Who? Our king would return. And now here he was waiting. Who? The bearded man was waiting there, and definitely he killed to that is our king. Bearded man definitely killed to that man. But what happened? I did not give its answer. He said that I did not give its answer, and you are working here. You are working here, and so here he was staying there. Yes, staying there. He was working there. Who? That is the king was working there. The most important time was when you are digging the most, and the time was, what is the most important? The first question, you turn to the first question. What is the most important time? What is the most important? And that time was the most important. And so here he said that it is the answer of that the first question. Indirectly he had given. Yes, and this is the answer of that the first question. That the man would have attacked you. So the most important time when you are digging the bed. And I was the most important man. He said that I was the most important man. Who said that? The hermit said that. I was. The second question is that. What is the second question? Already we know that the second question, who should a king listen to? Who was the most important person in your life, like that? And he said that, hermit said to the king, I am the most important man. I was the most important man in your life. Suppose he had given the answer as quickly, definitely the bearded man would kill to that is the king. And so he said that, hermit said that I was the most important man, and to do me good was your the most, that is important, the business. To do me good was your most important business. And his work was the most important. The work or the business was like that. Later when the man ran to us, the most important time. Later when the man ran to us, the man, who was the man? The bearded man or the wounded man ran to us. Us means who? That is the hermit and the king. When the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him, and that for that the man was also, or that time was very important for that the man. Why? Because he saved his life. He cared his life. He cared to that that is the bearded man. And so here, that time was very important for that the man, bearded man was also. And so he said that. Already that is a writer, Count Leo Tolstoy has given, that is a two side in the life of most time in the life of a bearded man, and most time in the life of our king. He said that these two sides he has given here. When the man ran to us, the most important time was when you are carrying him, when you are carrying him. Because if you had not addressed his wound, yes, because if you had not addressed his wound, you would have died without having made peace with you. And now here definitely, suppose you did not, or he did not, or he he had not, that is addressed, that is his wound, definitely he would have died, and you would not get the happiness. You would not get the happiness. Means here you are also the most important person in his life. In his life. Whose life? That is the bearded man's life. And so here he has given everything. So he was the most important man. He was the most important man, and what you did for him, was you are the most important business. And he had done, our king had done for that is a bearded man, it was a good business, good task. And so here means the three questions answers are mentioned in that the actions. In two sides he has given in that the two paragraph. means the most time, most important time, or most important person in his life, hermit's life, that is a bearded man's life. And the most important time, the most important person, and the most important business were very important in the life of our, that is a king. These are the two sides he has given here. And now we see the next paragraph. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, a particular, that is that important, and that time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. The most important business is to do that person good, because we are sent into this world for that the purpose alone. Remember then, there is only one time that is the most or the important, and that is that the time is now. And which time is very important? Now. Yes, now the time is very important. Each time is very important. 1 second is also very important. 1 second, 1 minute, a second, 1 hour, microsecond, means all that is the time is very important. Very important. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. It is the most important time. It is the most important time because it is the only a time. It is the only a time we have any power to act. We have any power to act. Means now it is also very important. Means microsecond, second, or the hours, minutes, all times are, that is the time is very important in our life. When that is we have will do the any act, will do any there is any action. Yes, this time is a important time. And so here, the most important person is the person. What is the most important person? The most important person or most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. Yes, right thing. Who is the most important person in your life? Who is the most important person in life? A persons are with at a particular moment. A person is presented at that moment and to do a good task for the others, to do the best act for the others. That person is the most important person. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment. And the most important business is to do that person good. Person good means you help to that others. You help to that the other. It was a good task. It was a good business. आणि म्हणून ज्या वेळेला आपण दुसऱ्यासाठी मदत करतो, तो ते कार्य, ते टास्क, ते वर्क हे सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं असतं. अँड हियर द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट बिझनेस इज टू डू that person good, because we are sent, that is sent into this world for that purpose alone. What was the purpose? To do the best work for the others, to do the best for the others. It was the aim of our life, and so that's why maybe there is the God sent on this earth to do the best act for the others, to do best task for the others. And it is the good business. Means here the writer has given or is highlighted the 3 points. The first point, what is the best time? Who is the most important person in your life? And what is the good business in your life? And he is purposefully highlighted on that the 3 points. And now here we concentrate on the questions answer. Question number 1. What did the king promise the man? What did the king promise the man? Yes, now here the king promised the man to become a faithful servant forever. Forever. It's a answer. Now we turn to the question number 2. Question number 2. The hermit said that the king had been answered. Hermit said that the king had been answered. If you are agree, what was the answer to the first question? If you are agree, it is a depend on you. If you are agree, you give its answer. If you are not agree, you give its answer. And here, according to me, I am agree with that the statement. Why? Because already she had given the all questions answer with the help of that the actions, with the help of that the actions. And now here we turn to the question number 4. According to the hermit, now is the most important time. Now is the most important time. The why? According to the hermit, now is the most important the time. Yes, now we know that the time is a very important. Yes, whatever you can do the today or the now, the time is a very important. And now here we turn to the question number 5. What according to the hermit was the most important business? Such a answer which is mentioned in the last paragraph. The most important business is to do that a person good because we are sent into this world for that the purpose alone. It's a answer. You can write in your notebook. Thank you very much.